Aloha, I'm Felicia Miller Johnson, and I conduct work life video interviews with career professionals that become an all intuitive conversation. Aloha, I'm Felicia Miller Johnson, and I encourage individuals to live smart and ascend to new levels of work life success. So today I have the pleasure of laying the cards on the table with Samaran. So let's bring her to the stage. Aloha, Samaran.
Hi.
How are you
Hi.
today?
I am good. How are you?
I am doing well. I am doing well. So you and I had never met before, so this is an opportunity for me to connect and get to know you. Thank you for being open to having this all intuitive conversation with me. So tell me, where are you logging in from? Where are you sitting?
India, Kolkata. I'm from Kolkata, which is located in India. So I think we're far apart that way.
Okay, so that is far. So is it evening time for you? Because I know it's like 9 a.m. for me here in Little Rock,
Yeah,
Arkansas.
it's evening, 7:30 p.m.
Ah, okay. Well, what I love about this whole internet thing, we can connect with individuals all across
Yes.
the world at any time, right? So, are you born and raised in from India? In India, where you're at?
Yes. Yes,
Hmm.
I've been born and brought up in India.
Awesome. Okay, so tell me, it says that you're a counseling psychologist. Tell me
Yes, I
more.
work as
Yeah, tell me more about that. What's your experience being a psychologist?
So, yes, you can either call me a counseling psychologist, a therapist, or a mental health professional. So, I have been working in this field for 4 years now, and I see, individuals of different age groups suffering from anxiety, stress, depression, certain relationship issues, or lack of motivation, self-esteem issues, and there are a lot more that people go through today, and mostly after the COVID situation as well.
Mm-hmm.
Things have changed a lot for people where there were loss of jobs, layoffs, and a lot of other things also economically falling down. So yeah, I think therapy is something that people have been approaching it more now, and are more open to discussing their concerns and their issues with a therapist or a professional.
Hmm. Well, your energy that came out already was this Eight of Swords here, and it's this woman that's releasing her blindfold and is walking through this gate. And here's what it says on the card: it says, "The illusion of entrapment, a lack of self confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now." So basically, it sounds like you're helping individuals that are probably having feelings of that to take off the blindfold and walk through this new gate of opportunity of learning
Yeah.
more about themselves. Now, when you were say 9 years old, what did you think you would do for a career?
Honestly, I didn't think much at that age because, of course, we are too young at that age to, decide that I want to do this or I want to do that. But I wanted to do something around, helping people out, either in the medical field or somewhere where I could directly reach out to people and connect with them. So, being a part of their sense of satisfaction or sense of relief was something that made me feel better. And honestly, even though I wasn't like able to get into medical, but this is something I'm really happy with, that I'm in this field today, mental health, because that I feel like when my clients come and tell me that this made us feel so good, it was a
Mm.
great session, I feel heard or I feel understood, it just gives me a sense of relief, a sense of satisfaction that I am on the right path, and I'm doing the right thing.
Again, right path, going back here. The individual is the woman is walking through the path. But then the next thing they came out were two cards that has to deal with the solar plexus because they're yellow. But I'm going to talk about the first one here that has the theme of destiny. Like you said, you went back and said it wasn't necessarily something that you thought that you were going to be doing as you were, getting older. But here's what it says. The trigger statement says, I'm lost. But the true statement, I do what I love. There is a path waiting just for you. Open your heart and mind so you can use it on your journey of fulfillment. So it just sounds like, you just kind of probably just had this whole destiny of helping individuals since you were 9. The other one that comes out has a theme of divination, and the trigger statement says, I am so drained. The true statement says, I am shielded. You are finding balance as you see what resonates and what does not. With clear sight, you are safe and protected. So there are conversations that I have had with past therapists on the show. And one of the themes that kind of resonates is that they've given so much of themselves to their career in helping individuals. So what is it that you do in order to make sure that you are not drained as you're giving
Honestly,
so much?
yeah, I completely understand where the statement comes in from, that feeling drained or feeling too much, because at the end of the day we are also individuals. We also have our own set of concerns and issues that we face, and it's not easy to be a therapist where you have to continuously hear out and understand other people's concerns and have that patience. So of course, I would say over time I've become more patient because of my
Hmm.
profession as well.
Hmm.
But for that, what I do, I try to maintain that boundary of personal and professional life, where after I am done with my work hours, I tend not to respond to clients, unless it's an emergency. I do not entertain those calls in my personal space. So I know that I do maintain my personal and professional life very differently, and
Hmm.
I do take breaks often whenever I feel that it's getting too much. So I think, apart from, because see, that's the reason why I do other things as well with taking therapy, is being on various platforms or podcasts, or live stream like ours. So that helps me also spread awareness, as well as it channelizes my energy, and it helps me reach more people.
Yes. So of course, next card came out here was see yourself, and this whole mirror, and there's this heart and love around what you see. So based on that, tell me, who is Samaran? Describe her to me.
I would say someone who's, as I said, very much into helping others, so resolving their concerns. I put forward, I think, others' needs first. Someone who's a little bit patient, and I would love to grow in the field that I am in, but of course, I know when to take a break. It's just like, if I feel like I don't want to do this anymore, then it would be just, I might take a break at that very moment. So it's very undecisive, and it's very undecided for me, because I also do believe a lot of in destiny and intuition, and what is my inner self telling to me, because that's, I think, the most important thing that matters. Because until unless you are not happy with what you're doing, or you are not satisfied with your opinions,
Mm-hmm.
then
Yes.
nobody else can help you.
Yes. It's interesting. Well, one of the ways that I connect with my guest is through their meaning of their name. Samira, do you know the meaning of your name?
Honestly, no, because it was based out of a movie which my parents saw, and they loved the character's name. So
Uh-huh.
it was released a year before the same year which I was born in. So they liked the name, and so my name is Simran.
Well, it's interesting because I looked it up, and your name means meditation slash
Okay.
memory. And when you were talking about how you seem to have a good handle on taking care of yourself, and like I said, if it's something that you're not enjoying anymore, you're not kind of doing that. So, what is a form of meditation that you enjoy doing?
I wouldn't say like I do proper meditation because it needs years of practice to, go into that state of calm and just focusing on nothing at all. That's
Mhm.
basically meditation where you clear your mind, clear your thoughts, and you're just blank. But that's really difficult to achieve. So that comes with practice. So I don't do as such any form of meditation, but what I feel, what I resonate with more is being in the religious space.
Yeah.
So I come from a religious background. I'm very spiritual as well. So I think those thoughts, reading those texts, spiritual texts, or maybe books, help me, and certain rituals that I follow do help me reach that state of calm and composure.
Well, even though you may not have known what your name meant before, it sounds like you are still leading this life, and that's what is so is symbolic of when people, name their children. It's like, what are we speaking into their lives, and where they're going to kind of live out. So, with that, as you're thinking about your career and how you're serving and helping other individuals, how would you like to be remembered?
I haven't thought about that much, but of course, generally people do remember everyone with a good light and in a good spirit. But yeah, I mean, I've never thought about it that should I be remembered as or how. But I would definitely want that if people could just say that she was a good human at the end of the day, I think that would be the best thing for me.
Awesome. So, as you were sharing that, I was saying, okay, who is the spiritual embodiment that Samira is embodying right now? It could come along, and you probably could say it better, Parvata.
Parvati.
Parvati, thank you, Parvati.
Yes.
And it says, the goddess of devotion. I am love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. And that is like the thing, because like I said, the first young lady here was wearing this whole red. And then you have this whole red love here.
Hmm.
And then Parvati. So coming here, it's like, okay, what does the word that she have for you? So 76. So it says when you select a card, what is soft, gentle, and nurturing like water can be far more powerful than what is inflexible and fierce. The energy of this mountain goddess is about the strength we can give and receive when we devote ourselves to the healthy bonds of love. Parvati is about the divine feminine potency of being a calm, benevolent presence, especially when something seems to threaten a deeply meaningful relationship. Transformation with this goddess calls for a softening. When a situation is hard, even painful, Parvati is suggesting that you allow your fist to unfold, open and release what is clenched in fear or stress. Remember that your love is a mountain that cannot be moved, and that has a bond between you is holy. No human hands or words can ever break it. The answer of what's next or highest for you can be found through the subtle act of simply abiding, not reacting, not running, not hiding. A deep reservoir of power can surge up from within us when we choose to remain present, letting devotion inhabit us in these moments when our ego has typically fled, infuses us with the capacity to transform all of our relationships. Devotion is not attachment, it's letting go of the illusion that you and this lover or this friend or this child or family member, this soul within you can ever really be separate from you. Devotion brings us home to the point and purpose of every relationship, love. A love that can never leave and that, like a mountain, can never move. A love that evolves the soul. And so, of
That's
course,
great.
she looks like you. So I'm just like, yes, you're living
Thank
that.
you.
So, with that, if individuals want to reach out to you and learn more about your coaching and connect with you, how can they reach you?
They can definitely reach out over YouTube. I have a channel. I have my profile on LinkedIn as well. So they can reach out there as well. And the contact information is on the bio of my LinkedIn profile. So people can reach out via that mode also.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being open to having this all intuitive conversation and sharing your presence with us. And for those that have been watching you and say, hey, I would love to be a guest as well, reach out to me on LinkedIn messages and just say, hey, I would love to be a guest. And until we meet again, this has been an all intuitive conversation.
Thank you. It was great.
You're welcome. Thank you.